I wanted to take a couple of moments out of my day, talk about running, and just give you a couple running tips as well as exercises you can do to strengthen your running form. Silva here. I'm an OCR athlete as well as a certified personal trainer and a Spartan SGX coach. So a couple of things we want to talk about is just making sure that you're preventing injury. That's the easiest way to help with running because you can continue doing it, right? Every time you get injured, you're preventing yourself from getting back out there. So for some seasoned runners out there, it may be time to dial back the mileage a little bit and really focus on form. Those of you that are just learning or just starting to take up running, it's a perfect opportunity. So later on, we can get into shoes or different pieces of equipment or things that can help you out with that. There's a really good book out there that Coach Richard Diaz has written that if you have an opportunity to take a look at. But I just wanted to give you a few touch points that they'll talk about in the book, as well as a lot of run coaches will talk about with you. So to start, we want to make sure that you're looking down at your feet when you go to start running, right? Your shoes and your feet need to be pointed forward. That way you're moving in that position. No different than a pitcher in baseball or a football quarterback. You want to make sure that your foot's pointed in the direction you want to throw, and that's going to make you more successful. You also want to make sure that they're pointed forward because if your feet are pointed to the out or in, then you're getting less traction on the ground or against the ground. So your shoe is not able to propel you forward. No different than the tires on your vehicle. You want to make sure they're inflated correctly. That way you're able to get the best mileage possible. So the first thing you want to do is look down, make sure your toes are pointed forward. Next, what you want to do is just peel your heel off of the ground and then place it back down again. Doing that is just getting the motion of getting your heel off the ground. When you want to run on your forefoot and start pushing yourself forward. And the body kind of handles that motion alone when you're doing that. So peel your heel up and then put your heel back down. And you're going to do the same thing with the opposite foot. Next, what I want you to do is that you're going to peel that heel up and then lift your foot just barely off the ground and then back down, and you're gonna do the same motion. You're gonna be walking in place for this. You're not gonna go anywhere. I want you to start easy. Next, what you're gonna do is bring your heel off the ground. Again, clear your foot from the ground and start, when you place it back down, you're placing your forefoot back on the ground again first, and then you're gonna make that same motion as if you're marching in place. And then finally, you're gonna do that motion while starting to move forward. The idea is that you don't wanna come down on your heels. Every time you come down on your heels, you're stopping your momentum and you're waiting for your body to get back over top of itself before it can push forward again. So running on the forefoot helps you propel forward without having to do the extra work. This is gonna save you in the long run from an energy system standpoint, as well as fatigue in your legs. Animal movements are a big part of the Spartan SGX program. It's something that we talk about daily and you're doing regularly, as well as some different banded workouts. We're a big advocates of the Power Systems Versa band. I have a set of Versa cuffs today that you're gonna see. Just because I have a little bit more hair on my legs, the Versa band's not as comfortable as the cuff is, but we suggest that you invest in one of those pieces. It's a very versatile piece of equipment that you can use anywhere to help during your regular day workouts. The first movement you're gonna see is the bear crawl. The second one is going to be a crab walk, and the third one is going to be an ape crawl. These are all movements that will help you open your hips and keep the body fluid. When it comes to actually running, we want to make sure that your upper body above your waist is upright and your lower body is fluid. This is going to help keep the airway open, help you breathe a little bit better. And again, we'll talk about breathing a little bit later, but this just kind of gets you in the motion of keeping a good form, keeping your shoulders back, and keeps you upright so that you're not slouched over, leaning forward. Again, allowing gravity to take its place and move your body forward on its own.